What is up, guys? I am back, and today I'm bringing back a series. And oh yeah, I'm back from my vacation, by the way. Oh man, I'm always so organized. But yeah, I'm back from my vacation, and I'm also bringing back this series. So if you guys have been around for a while, you probably, oh my gosh, and now that I've been gone for a few days, I come back and my shots are so bad. But if you guys have been around long enough, you've probably remembered that I used to do a series I really loved, and it was probably one of my longest series, Project Ares. And literally, I used to play on the server all the time, and then all of a sudden, Mineplex came, and I was like, oh my gosh, I just need to play Mineplex. And then I just kept playing it, and never really stopped. And this server kind of didn't really play anymore because it's just PvP, and there's nothing really else to it. It's literally just PvP, but I miss it so much. And sometimes it's just fun to sit back and do some good old Minecraft PvP. And I'm also kind of starting to play this again because there are rumors. There are rumors that there's going to be a Minecraft combat update. Now, so April Fool's was 2 days ago. And sadly, I didn't get to do anything for April Fool's on my channel because I wasn't here. And that would have been really fun. Oh my gosh, I don't remember this pyramid. Did they build this pyramid? This pyramid's not usually here, I promise. But, so yeah, so I didn't get to do anything for April Fools, but on Mojang, they always do something for April Fools. So they did one thing, and it was like Minecraft 1.10, the Love and Hugs update. And they actually released that as a snapshot. But I think that was actually the April Fool's joke. Because what they added in the Love of Hugs, they took away hunger and like hearts, and added like a love bar or like something like that, or like a happiness bar. I can't remember, but they just did a whole bunch of things that I knew they would never actually do at the game. So I believe that is actually the 1.8 April Fool's joke. But within that snapshot, they added, or there was a secret, and people discovered it pretty quick. And it was a secret within the snow patterns. And so basically, at a certain place in the world, when it snows, it'll have a pattern. And that pattern is actually a QR code, which once you scan it with the QR code after it's done snowing, it shows you the secret of the next update. Okay, and the update name was called Minecraft 1.9 The Combat Update. Okay, and so people were kind of going back and forth, like, okay, is it the April Fool's joke? So basically the options are, okay, is the Love and Hugs thing the April Fool's joke for 1.10? Is the combat thing the April Fool's joke for 1.9? Or are they both a joke? Okay, and those are the kind of arguments I was seeing, and my opinion is that the 1.10 thing is the April Fool's joke, because all the stuff they added are things that they've never ever thought about adding to Minecraft. Not only that, but the things that they did completely changed the game in a way that I don't really think it's going for what their ultimate vision for the game is. So I don't think 1.10, the Love and Hugs update, is a thing that's going to be happening. And obviously, as I'm talking about this or uploading this, there may be more information released to prove me differently. But from the facts I've seen, I don't think it's happening. I think that was the April Fool's joke, was 1.10 Love and Hugs. But what I do think is legitimate is the combat update for many different reasons. For one, the Minecraft combat system has not been updated since they changed the animation for the bows, which happened so long ago. Oh man, I just got lagged. But yeah, they haven't updated the combat stuff until since the bows, and that was just updating an animation for the bows, and that was so long ago. That was like whenever they added hunger. Okay, and that was like in the beginning of the game, maybe I want to say around 3 years ago. Okay, so that's a big argument for me, is that they've never really updated, or from what I've considered an update, they've never really updated combat. Two is that Minecraft is actually a really good PvP game because it offers PvP that most people don't get to experience on other games, because it is kind of you're free to do what you want. Like, it's kind of like an open world experience for PvP. So it makes it different, and it has one of the best bow shooting mechanics that there is, you know, in video games. Okay, I would say that Minecraft is probably one of the best has some of the best archery aspects to it that any game has to offer, and I really do mean that. So, but what I do not think is the best is the actual melee fighting, because it's actually pretty good. But the problem with melee fighting is that in Minecraft, you put, like, for instance, me and Death Angel, okay? Now, Death Angel will constantly talk about how I'm better at PvP than him. I mean, like, used to, it was, like, an extreme, like, battle between us. Like, all of our pride, every time we never, like, whenever we fought, it was a huge deal, because, like, all of our pride went into it, you know? And we'd get extremely mad if one of us lost or whatever. And obviously, that's changed. I'm not really concentrating on the fighting thing, I'm just talking. But, see, obviously that's changed, but since then, Death Angel's developed this whole thing where he's just like, oh, you're better at PvP. And I don't know if he's right, and honestly, I'd say we're pretty evenly matched. Although, the one thing I am willing to concede on that aspect is that I'm probably better than a bow. Better with a bow, because I'm decent at, well, I don't want to give away my secrets, but I'd say I'm better at a bow for just a couple reasons. But the thing is that he's also competent with a bow. But what he's good at is sword, and I'm pretty good with a sword. The only problem is that for some reason in this game, whenever I try sword fighting, I usually lag. And I think that's a big reason for why I'm better with the bow, is because when I'm shooting someone, I don't lag. But for some reason, and this doesn't show up in the video, I think you know, on a little tangent, I think that editing for some reason like erases lag. It's really strange. Me and Death Angel both agreed on it, though. You can't see lag through editing nearly as much as you can while playing, and maybe you guys realize that for yourself if you do edit videos and upload them. But oh, what was I saying? Yeah, so when I sword fight people, I lag a little bit, and I don't know why. And, like, I have, like, right now I have 60 frames, but it doesn't feel like 60 frames, you know what I mean? And I'm not just being a big baby. I used to have this really old, crappy laptop, and I'm telling you, this thing was the worst thing that you've ever played on. And that's why I played on Minecraft with for years. And I was okay with it, because I didn't know any better. I didn't know, like, that I had a bad computer, really, because I'd never had a better one, or, like, ever had the opportunity to play on one that was better. But then when I tried recording on that laptop, I realized, because, like, 1 second I wouldn't lag, and then I hit the record button, all of a sudden, just, bam! You know what I mean? It was just an explosion on my computer. So I knew I had to get a new one. But yeah, so for some reason when I lag, yeah, I lag when I'm up close sword fighting. Don't really know how that was relevant, and I don't even know how this entire conversation got started, but the microphone 1.9. So for one thing, they don't... oh, I know how I got on this tangent. Okay, so yeah, me and Death Angel, sword fighting. Why I think 1.9 is an actual thing. So, I don't know if I like this map very much. We'll see if I can find another one. If not, I know one I can go to. I think it was this. Yeah, okay. So, oh, I forgot. Oh, it's so full. Let's just go to facility. Okay, so yeah, those are, and so sword fighting. Why? Yeah, I keep on getting off topic, but sword fighting in this game is nice because you also have that freedom aspect to it, where you can move freely, stuff like that. But it's severely lacking in the way of, if you put two good PvPers together, okay, me and Death Angel, most likely you're not gonna get, like, it's just gonna be a toss-up for who wins. You know what I mean? So, like, maybe you've experienced this yourself, but in Minecraft, it's gotten to the point where in a straight-up sword battle, a complete noob could beat you if you've been playing for a while. And obviously, that's sometimes not true, but because you can outmaneuver them, you know, just you think better because you know the game better. I know, but, and obviously sometimes that doesn't actually happen. But I guess the better argument is that an average PvPer has the potential in this game to be able to get lucky and beat a person that's actually better at PvP than he is, okay? And that to me is not okay. So, and it's gotten to the point where sword fighting isn't nearly as skill based as it used to be, because right now it's just kind of like click, and it's kind of whoever gets the first and last hit wins. And now I know that's actually kind of how it is in real life, but you gotta think, if you get the first hit on someone in real life, it doesn't mean you're gonna win. And in this game, it doesn't necessarily mean that either. But what it does do is give you a huge advantage, which actually isn't as realistic. Now, obviously, you're gonna get in real life. If you're fighting someone, you're gonna get an advantage by getting the first hit. But in this game, it's just whoever hits first basically wins, or whoever gets the last hit, or this and that. So it's kind of not skill based anymore. Sword fighting is. It's not as much of a skill. That's why I've always leaned heavily towards a bow, because I'm like, hey, if I'm going to be good at PvP, I'm going to need to be able to do something that no one else can do. And that is the bow. Now, obviously, other people can use a bow, but I'll tell you this, you can't just pick up a bow and shoot someone and then be good at it. You know what I mean? Like, you have to actually practice. Oh, I just ran out of arrows. That's really bad. This guy likes his bow. But when you're sword fighting, there's a lot bigger of a chance that you're going to get taken out just because there isn't as much skill involved. But if you're using a bow and you're good at it, then there's a bigger chance you're going to win the fight, because more people can use a sword at a decent rate or ability than there are that people can actually PvP with a bow. I hope that's making sense. So the game has gotten to the point where there's little skill needed to use a sword, and obviously that sometimes isn't true, other times it is, but I say most of the time, you guys know what I mean. It's just click fast and see who gets the most hits. That's basically how to win. And what they're doing is they're getting rid of a huge aspect of fighting, which is, strategy, ability to outmaneuver your opponents. A big thing Minecraft has been missing, in my opinion, is the ability to dodge attacks or shield yourself. So honestly, what I want them to add in this combat update is I want them to add shields, and I want them to add dodging, like a dodge mechanic. So like a roll possibly, or you know what I mean, just like a duck other than shift, because it's just, oh, that guy has an iron sword. How am I still alive? So like a shield, I'd say that most likely what they're going to do is they're just going to add a shield and maybe some other fighting mechanics. I don't know, maybe like an energy bar. But then again, an energy bar is kind of like a hunger bar, so I don't think they're really going to go for that. Or if they do, they might change the hunger bar a little bit. But what I think they're most likely going to end up doing is just adding a shield, and among other things. But I don't think they're actually going to add a dodge, because I think that'll change the game too much. And this game isn't really meant for dodging, because like, I don't really know how to describe my opinion on this. Like, so, like, it could be used for dodging, but the whole dodge mechanic, you wouldn't even be able to see, because in Minecraft, you're stuck in this first-person view, I guess you could say. Now, like, okay, so maybe you guys have heard of Cube World. If you've played it, you can scroll your view to where you can make it to look where you're looking farther behind yourself, kind of like an F5 like this. And that's how you fight, is you're like this. Now, you can go into first person, but it's just not good for that game. Well, in this game, it's completely first person, okay? Like, you basically have to be in first person. If you've ever tried fighting in F5, you know what I mean. So, I don't think a dodge mechanic is going to happen, because you can't actually see where you're dodging, if you know what I mean. And another big thing is that in this game, when you're fighting, there's something that happens sometimes where people can just hit you and you can't hit them back, no matter what. It's like a momentum thing, and that is kind of realistic to an extent. In real life, whoever has the most momentum in a fight is going to get the more hits and heavier hits, because they're going to be stepping into it, okay? But in this game, it's not even about momentum. Like, someone that is standing still can randomly have this happen to them, where they can just hit people without being touched. And you all know what I'm talking about. You all know. And it's kind of hard to describe, but it's just like you'll be fighting someone and you can't land a hit, but they could just land every hit in the world on you. Okay, that's kind of like what it is, and it happens a lot. And sometimes it works in my favor, but more often than not, it doesn't. And it doesn't even seem relevant to momentum at all. Like someone that's standing completely still can have this happen in their favor, versus like someone that's charging right into them just gets wrecked. So that's something that needs to be changed, and I don't even know if the developers even know about it, because it's something that really only someone that plays the game a lot, and I know they probably play the game, but it's going to be something that only someone that PvPs a lot will understand, unfortunately. And I don't know. I think we have Minecraft, luckily, the game, lots of people play it, the developers play it, they know the game. Okay, but in my opinion, no one knows the game as good as the players that are playing it, even the developers. Now, they may have some secrets, you know, things that no one else knows about the game, some secrets, but the players will always end up knowing more about the game just because they're the ones that are putting all the time into it, even more than the developers who made it. Okay, that is my opinion, and I believe I'm right, but obviously I do because of my opinion. But ooh, I have a splash potion healing. That's cool. But that's just my opinion, so maybe that won't get fixed. Maybe it will. I don't know. But in my opinion, the reason why Minecraft... Jeez, I'm taking so long to explain this. My gosh. The reason why Minecraft 1.9... See, look at that. I couldn't hit him. And I just died. But the reason why I think this update will happen is because Minecraft's PvP system severely needs to be updated. As I said, they've never really done it before. They've updated just about every other aspect of the game except for combat. And I know that combat isn't a huge part of the game, but it's big enough and it has a big enough part in it, in the community. Like, I feel like what Minecraft is really boiled down to is PvP or building. And the game used to be about exploring and stuff like that and traveling, but since we've all kind of gotten over that, I mean, exploring in Minecraft is fun for the first few days you get it, and they've added these new biomes, and that makes it cool, and it adds a little bit more exploring that you can do, but honestly, at a certain point, you're just done, because you've seen it all, you know what I mean? Nothing, like seeing a mountain that is kind of shaped weirdly doesn't have the same effect on you anymore that it used to. And, you know, it's like that in all games, but so I think it's really boiled down to PvP and building, and if they haven't realized that, then I think they haven't realized it, and that's why they haven't updated PvP yet. They've really just kind of done bug fixes and added stuff and fixed up exploring and caving, and you know what I mean, you know what they've added. But what they haven't done anything with yet is PvP, and that's why I think that they will do it, because PvP is turning into a big thing in this game, which it didn't necessarily used to be. But now, all of a sudden, and not even all of a sudden, it's been going on for about a year, I'd say. PvP in mini games, especially, are starting to be, like, PvP servers are starting to be more popular than any other server. You're going to see more faction PvP and minigame based servers than a survival Minecraft server any day of the week, for sure. I can promise you. And I think they're starting to realize that they really need to update something with it, because just the PvP system in this game doesn't really make sense anymore. I mean, it does to a certain extent, but then it's just like, okay, like, something isn't there. That's basically the best way I can explain it. It's just something is missing. Some mechanic, some little thing is missing, and I think that it is dodging and shields. And I think that is why Minecraft 1.9 will be a thing that's not April Fool's. That's my opinion. And there was some other arguments I was going to give, but I spent so long talking about different things I just completely forgot. But yeah, you guys get the gist. You'll come to your own conclusions, probably come to more conclusions after hearing me say all that, but I think that it is a thing that will happen. And oh yeah, I figured out what my other argument was. It was because just the way that it was worded, the way Dinnerbone tweeted it out, I think it was. He tweeted out saying, I wish you guys, he said, man, I was hoping you guys wouldn't see this, meaning the QR code secret, until after April Fool's. and then he said something else saying that this is not a lie and blah 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 blah. And I tend to believe that because the big thing I feel was 1.10. This was kind of a secret, and if he was really hoping that we'd see it after April Fool's, that means it's not a trick. And now other people are saying, well, it's still April Fool's, so he could be saying, you know, him saying I promise isn't necessarily, we can't really trust that because April Fool's, but it's not April Fool's anymore, and he hasn't taken it back yet or done anything else with it. So I think that he was telling the truth, and that the whole April Fool's thing was actually the Minecraft Love and Hugs, and that the 1.9 is actually going to happen. Now, that's just my opinion, and I could be completely wrong, but I don't think I am. I just have a hunch that I'm right, and I really hope I am, because especially for my channel, a combat update. I was talking to Death Angel because he's into building, but he really loves some good PvP. But between the two of us, I'd say I'm more geared to PvP for sure. I'm on the red team. Okay, I was wondering why I couldn't hit that guy. But yeah, so for my channel especially, and Death Angels, but mine especially, a combat update is going to completely... Oh, I'm getting hit from behind. Getting hit from all angles. Sorry, my nose is a little stuffed up. A Minecraft combat update will completely change my channel. It'll completely change it because... I mean, it's basically going to be changing the entire aspect of all I do, basically, in my videos. So, what's going to end up happening is I'm going to pour endless hours into this game once this happens, if it does happen, so I get good at it. Because I, as a PvP-based channel, cannot get bad at PvP. And obviously... my channel can change. I could start building, because I mean I can build, you know. It's just PvP has always came naturally, whereas building is kind of a secondhand thing that I don't really do often. But yeah, you guys know what I mean. The majority of my content is PvP, so obviously it's going to have a huge impact on my channel. And I'm really excited about it, really. And I just can't wait for it to happen. Like, I just can't wait if it does. And I'm really hoping it does. Because the combat system severely needs an upgrade. Severely. It's needed one for a long time. And I'm glad they're addressing it. I'm just glad. But yeah, that's basically all I have to say on that subject. And if you haven't seen it for yourself, this QR craziness, I mean, I got no kills on that. It's all over YouTube. It's all over. And yeah. Well, that's the thing. I think the developers were once again underestimating our knowledge about the game, because him saying that he didn't want us to see it so soon, well, I don't think that he realized, oh my god, the knockback on that guy. How many hours some people pour into this game. That's how it got figured. I don't remember who exactly was the guy that found out about it, but that right there is how it got figured. I mean, people play this game so much that there's no way people weren't going to find it pretty quickly. Where is this guy? Ha, he fell off. It's pretty funny because he almost killed me. Oh yes, I hope my shot helped. But yeah, so those are my opinions, and I think they're pretty well educated comments. But I'm really, really happy. I just can't wait. I'm just crossing my fingers at this point. Wow, I'm so bad. Oh, here's this rascal. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, but that was basically all I had to say on the subject. But yeah, that was basically all I had to say, and I know I haven't really been focusing in on the PvP this episode, so I'm sorry for the kind of pretty bad video content. I mean, decent commentary, but video content, nah. I've had better. But yeah, I just really wanted to talk about that 1.9 stuff because it all kind of happened when I was gone. So I never really got a chance to talk to you guys about it. And I'm really happy that I got a chance to do it now, because this is something, as I said, it's going to be affecting me a lot. And yeah. And this gives me an excuse to bring back the good old, like, did you see that? Did you see how I couldn't even touch him? It gives me a chance to bring back the good old Project Ares, which I really love because I just, something about PvPing on this server is just really fun for me. I don't really think there's anything else I had to say, but I am really happy about how my channel has been going recently. I lost 2 subscribers today, and I almost cried. And then I decided not to because I would look like a fool. And I'm happy I've gotten over my loss. No, I'm just kidding. I did lose 2 subscribers, though. It's a sad story. But there's so many more of you guys out there that are enjoying my stuff and are staying subscribed, and liking, and commenting, and all that stuff. What I really like, there's 2 things I like most about, there's 3 things, really. 2 things I want to see and like seeing on YouTube, okay? First is views, okay? I love getting lots of views because that means, you know what that means? It means that more people are getting to see my content, which I personally obviously believe is pretty good, pretty decent content, I'd say. It's definitely better than a lot of these other guys that have like 5,000 subs and really bad commentary, like not even good at the game. They just got lucky, you know. And I'm not trying to sound ungrateful. Good lord. How do I put this? Okay, so I kind of went off on a rant there for a little bit, didn't I? Okay, so yeah, I like views because that means that people are seeing my stuff. And not only that, they're obviously liking it because the more views I get on the episode, that means that people are watching it longer, which makes more people see it. That's how you get noticed on YouTube, by the way, is the length of time people watch your stuff. So yeah, and well, the length of time and obviously the view count, but the more people that are watching it for a long period of time, the more views you're going to get. It's confusing, but they did that just so that people couldn't put like a thumbnail on a video that a lot of guys would click on, if you catch my drift there. That way people could just get views. They did that to stop that, which will still happen, but it's going to be less sponsored if people are only watching it for 5 seconds once they realize that the thumbnail has nothing to do with the video. You guys know what I'm talking about. Hint, hint, wink, wink. But so yeah, so I really like the views. That it means a lot because for one, it means that something that I put time into making is getting viewed by people and that they're enjoying it, and I really like that. And 2 are comments. Just comments in general. I don't even care if they're mean comments. They can be mean. I know a lot of people take some serious offense to mean things, but I don't, because I see it as constructive criticism. No matter, unless it's just like, really stupid stuff. But then, you know what? When I see that really stupid stuff, I'm like, you know what? I don't even care, because you're the guy that's saying all the really stupid stuff, not me. So I don't really respect your opinion as much. In my opinion, if you're going to say something mean, you better have some seriously good stuff behind your criticism. So I don't really care about it. It doesn't really make me sad like it does other people. And the other things that people tell me what to do, like, telling me all that stuff, you know what? They're giving me ways to improve, and I'm happy about that. Oh my gosh, the guy's knockback. So they're giving me ways to improve, so I don't care. So I really don't mind about comments at all, but I really love them no matter what. And because it means that people have enough passion about my video, whether or not it be in a bad way for me or a good way, whether it not be like a mean comment or not. It means that they have enough passion about my stuff, my content, to write something about it and put it in the comments. So I love comments and views. And finally, what I like is likes. I like likes. I really don't like dislikes. But I really, really, really like likes. And I don't know what it is about them. And you see YouTubers asking for likes all the time. And my new outro asks for likes. And honestly, that was the one thing I didn't like about the outro. That was one thing, okay? Because I usually don't. I like at the end of all of my videos, I do say leave a like, all that stuff. but I really don't like asking for likes a lot, even though I do it as part of my outro every episode, okay? But I don't like stressing it. I only like saying it once just to remind people, but saying it twice is a little iffy for me. But the reason why I don't is because people are going to leave likes if they really like the episode. And I've noticed that people, and this goes for me, I can really like an episode and just not like it. And for me, it's I have kind of an excuse because I can't really go around liking all the episodes I like because it'll spam my feed, or it'll spam your guys' feed because you'll just constantly see stuff that I've liked. But so I kind of have to pace myself, you know. But the thing is that people forget a lot, and I'm obviously partial to this too. And what likes mean is that a person liked your video so much that they did not forget and they left a like, which means, like, for me, that's like another level of liking. Like, you can like an episode without actually leaving a like on it, obviously. Like, it happens all the time. Just people just like an episode, but they don't actually leave a like on it. And so the people that are actually liking it are the people that really actually enjoyed the episode and got something from it, made them happy, stuff like that. And so that's why I like them so much, just because I know that those people are the guys and girls that really enjoyed the stuff. And the more I see likes, the more obviously I'm going to do videos and stuff like that on the episodes I have likes on. And I wish that's honestly, I like it, but I wish that's not how likes worked. I wish that a like or dislike, instead of affecting your view count, because if a video is highly disliked, it's not going to be as creditable. I wish that instead, likes and dislikes were just a way of rating your video. So it would be something that just everyone does at the end of watching a video. Like, okay, did I like it? Do I think that other people would like seeing this? Okay, I'll leave a like. Was it, or was it kind of okay, could have been better, wouldn't recommend it? Then you get it. And then it wouldn't even be a dislike. It would just be a kind of, maybe like a like. Maybe at the end of each video you're offered like a rate. Okay, so you can rate it 1 through 5. Or even, but that'll kind of get rid of the whole like thing that I know they're never going to get rid of. So maybe maybe there's a like, then like a neutral. Oh, this was really stupid coming over here. Very stupid. Like a like, neutral, and then a dislike. So that you're not necessarily forced into a like or dislike, because you can be okay with an episode and not have to dislike it. You know what I mean? So like a like, a neutral, and then a dislike. That way, likes turn into, instead of like just the people that were extremely liking it, because that's a small portion of my fan base, and so it doesn't really give me as much feedback as it could. So instead of that, you just get a rating. So like, just a rating on your video. So like, let's say if you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I don't have to explain it any further, because I'll end up making it sound more confusing. But yeah, that's something I would like to see changed. Or it doesn't even really have to be changed by YouTube. It really just has to be changed by people in general, which is not going to happen. So it probably will have to be changed by YouTube. This guy I just killed earlier. But yeah, so that was really all. I kind of ranted a lot in this episode, did a lot of talking, but I'm back from vacation. I'm going to go ahead and end it now, because you can only watch so much of me getting killed over and over again. Once again, I apologize, because I was focusing more on the conversation, not so much on the actual PvP aspect. So sorry about that, but next time I do this, I'll be more focused and trying to kill people and such. So yeah, but for now, I'm going to go ahead and end it. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. And check out the channel if you haven't done so already. And if you did enjoy the episode, make sure to tell other people, because spread the love, such things, and all that stuff. And I'll be back on my regular schedule now, so you don't have to worry about that every day. Except, and I'll probably do maybe like something for Easter. I don't know. Something for Easter, because that's not tomorrow. That's 2 days from now. But, and also I am going over to Death Angel's house When was that? I don't remember. But I have some plans. I may very soon be bringing a new type of video to my channel that's not video game related or Minecraft related. So get ready for that. And other than that, I have no more to talk about. So thanks so much for watching. Come back for the next episode, and I'll see you. Let's eat this. I'll see you next time.
Yeah.